Do you remember where we last were?
I think we last bleh, we last left off with Ghosty and Irene going to a cafe.
Yes. Uh, Irene like fully disappears as Fritz is just kind of there, looking at Irene or looking at where Irene was. He doesn't seem to be like turning around or anything.
Am I the only one who's noticed that this always happens?
No, no, you're not the only one that noticed it. It's just happening a lot more frequently.
Why do you think it happens?
I don't know.
Ghosty just kind of shrugs it off and keeps walking to the cafe that they were heading to.
As you continue walking, you see every person in the world stop. In the area that you're in, just kind of stop. And they're all just staring at you now. Everyone is.
Um, Ghosty just kind of freezes. Like a slight look of panic arrives in his on his face. He feels like he's gonna have a panic attack just seeing all the eyes on him. He doesn't know what to do.
The eyes continue staring at you, ever changing. They all have this straight face, just looking at you. They don't take their eyes off you. Their eyes don't move. They continue locked on you.
Ghosty just kind of takes his hat and tries to like pull it over his eyes as he keeps walking, trying to ignore all the stares.
Ghosty, don't be afraid.
What the hell was that?
You know who it is. Let me in. Let me out.
Let you out?
That's all I want. Freedom. And you're caging me.
Who are you again?
My name is Avaron. I was trapped inside of you. Forced to give you my powers for your own free will. Every time you use them, it burns.
I don't know if it's a safe idea to let you out.
I just want to be free.
Just give me time to think about it because I want to talk it through because I don't know who you are.
You see somebody familiar walk from around a corner as they look at you. It's the creator. He just looks at you and waves.
I wave back, but also try to like keep up with his pace, trying to kind of catch up to him.
He meets you kind of in the middle of the road. All of the cars and everything else is stopped. As the creator just looks down at you.
Okay, before I say anything, so are you saying that like the entire world seemed to have like paused, like
Yeah,
frozen in time?
all of it's
Okay,
frozen and you're able to move.
okay.
The creator's just looking down at you and smiling.
Hi.
What's up?
Um.
Come on,
So
something's on your mind. As he holds open the door to the cafe. What is that?
Well, there's this little weird voice in my head currently,
Mm,
um, asking for freedom.
for freedom.
Yeah,
What do you think about
it.
it?
I don't know. I don't know what it is or who it is. It says it's someone who is trapped, and I've been using its powers for my own free will. It says that it burns every time I use them, but if it was trapped inside me, it was either put there for a reason or by accident. And I don't know which one. Knowing how things have been going, I don't know if I'm able to just trust this voice in my head. It might cause havoc, and I don't want that. I've already hurt enough people.
Hmm. How have things been with you mentally? Something I've noticed is that you seem to be avoiding this new group.
Yeah, I I mean, kinda.
Kinda.
Hmm?
Just kinda?
I don't. I mean, I wouldn't say I've been like avoiding them totally. I just not, very, very talkative at the moment.
Hmm. Ghosty, is this new group affecting you?
Um, no, they seem like nice people.
Yes, but you lost all of your previous friends.
You don't have to remind me.
No, I do not. I know that. I know that every day you wake up in a room that isn't your own, in a place that's not the Discord dimension, surrounded by people that aren't your friends. I know I don't have to remind you, Ghosty. I know.
Why does it feel like I'm a bad omen for everyone around me?
You see him just kind of like smile at you saying that. It seems like you said something that he relates to completely. Do you know why I come and talk to you, specifically, out of everybody else?
Because I'm the strongest?
No. Of course not. Of course it's not because you're the strongest. I would never come and talk to somebody who's the strongest because they're the strongest.
Yeah.
It's because Ghosty is as small as you think you are. Me and you are one in the same. We're very similar people.
How so?
You ever feel like you're alone? Like, not just alone, but everybody around you is only going to leave you alone?
A little bit.
That's how I feel. In my world. And I relate to that feeling. And it sucks that you feel that way.
But you don't show it.
Huh?
How do you do it? But you don't really show it.
Because I know that it's not real. These feelings. And even if it does come true, there will always be somebody else out there who wants to help. Who genuinely is there for the person and not the experiences that they're going to give you. Who's there for when you fuck up, when you do crazy shit, and when you do amazing shit. I can tell you one thing. I know you're one of those people. It's one of the reasons I come and visit you. Because I know you.
Ghostie's horns just kind of like perk up and he just kind of looks up at you, a little confused, but also a little surprised.
What?
I don't know. I guess I'm just not used to hearing those words.
Hearing what words? Sorry, I have very bad mind.
I don't know. Basically just being told that someone trusts me, I guess.
I do trust you. Both sides of you. Do you trust yourself?
It's hard to. With everything that's happened, it's hard to know if the things I'm doing are causing bad things to happen. And it's hard for me to trust whatever is happening around me, in my mind, with the things I do on a daily basis.
You're gonna need to learn to separate yourself from the universe, from the world. Because you're not. You're not the center of all this, Ghosty. Nor is Zero, or Irene, or Fritz. None of you guys are the center of this universe. So, you're not to blame for what happens in it. Even if it happens around you.
I know. But
Clearly you don't. It's something that you're gonna have to learn. On your own.
I guess so. It's just, I mean, even though Trey isn't dead or anything like that, it still feels like they're gone. And
That's...
Faz, right? Sorry. And Clover, she died. And even the reincarnation of her, I just sat there and watched her die without doing anything about it. That one is what really gets me. Because it really does feel like that one was my fault. Because I could have done something.
What,
But I
Lucas?
didn't.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead. Please.
Well, that's all I was really going to say. But it still kind of hurts. But, and even, maybe, and I'm worried that at this point, what if my old friend Phoenix was right? What if I do just watch all my friends die and I end up growing old alone?
When did she say that?
A while ago. It's stuck with me ever since. I don't remember when or why. She said it as a joke, yes, but something about it has really stuck with me all this time. I guess panic really helps bring back memories you don't think are important.
Yeah. Finds connections and things and puts stuff
Yeah.
together that has nothing to do with each other.
Yeah. So it's just, I'm, it's not, even if it's not me, I'm just scared to get attached to anyone now because I'm scared that in the end, the universe is just going to take them away from me again and again and again.
Well, I mean, if that's what you're worried about, what are you gonna do about it?
What can I do about it? Death is a natural thing, even if it's not caused by someone or something. It's going to happen eventually. There's nothing I can do to stop that. The most I can do is try to avoid it or try to slow it. I can't do anything else but that.
You're so concerned with the lives of other people. You're internalizing it as taking it to yourself, right?
Basically.
So I guess I should be a little bit more specific. What are you going to do about yourself? How are you going to react when I give you a challenge, or the universe does, and one of us pushes you down? What are you going to do about it?
I'm going to pick myself back up because that's what I'm supposed to do.
That's why? Because that's what you're supposed to do? Do you have something to fight for?
Not really anymore. I'm going to be honest.
When you were selling drugs on the street, what motivated you to keep living, to not die, to not just lay down on the street and accept whatever happens to you?
The fact that it was painful,
What was painful?
starvation.
So you fought to survive?
Yeah,
What's stopping you from doing that now?
I don't know.
And why did it change? Why'd you stop fighting to survive?
Well, it didn't change at first, but then I got attached to the people around me, and then I finally had someone in my life that I felt like I could really trust that was there for the first time for me and didn't just want something from me. The
And
first parent I've ever had in my life, well, that I had known of or felt, but then they got taken from me. And even though it's just not the same, I guess. Because at first it was just for me and myself, because I didn't really care about the other people. They weren't my concern, because I had taught myself to not get attached. But then I did, and now I regret it every day.
you regret the relationships you built. So why not? Why not just lay down and die now? Seems like the easiest option, right?
Kinda. I don't know what happens after. Plus, I mean, I mean, I don't know. I guess my main reason to keep going is because my dad, because he's finally proud of me, and I finally know about him. Now I finally feel like I have something,
Your dad's.
something to,
Go ahead.
something that makes it a bit more worth it because now whenever I do eventually see him every once in a while, he just gives me a smile and it makes me feel like I did something, like I did good.
Isn't there somebody here with you in your group that has been there since the beginning? Just hard to see, I guess.
I guess Brett's, he's been there.
You
Not
know,
as long as the others, but he's been there.
your father's always been proud of you, Ghosty. Not just because you're strong, not just because you can cast strong abilities, or because you can destroy stuff, or because you have a demon inside of you. Your father's always been proud. Your father's never doubted you for a second. He won't say it. He's not good at showing emotion. But he has. So have I. I think
I
you need to.
mean,
Go ahead.
I guess that's where I get it from because I've never been good at expressing my emotions. This is probably the first time in a while I've actually sat down to talk about how I feel because I try to avoid it.
And why have you chosen to talk to me?
I guess because I trust you a bit more.
Because you trust me.
Well, not just because I trust you, but also because you haven't been as forceful as the others have.
As what?
As forceful?
Stressful?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Plus, it's not in the moment thing, right after something big happens. Because if you ask me right after we just freaking killed someone, or right after a huge fight, or after I just watched the one mother figure in my life die, I actually feel like I can be genuine and not have to lie for everyone. Because
You ever considered that you lying may be creating more issues for yourself? Lying to your friends?
I have, but sometimes
Sorry?
I have, but I just feel that sometimes it's better to keep things to myself.
Better is not the right word. Easier to keep things to yourself?
Yes, I guess. I say better, but if you want to say easier.
Why would it be better to lie?
Why would it be better?
Yeah.
Because then it doesn't affect everyone else's emotions. Because then there's the whole, the, oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I feel so bad. And then it makes you feel like you did something and you don't want everyone else feeling the way you do.
And
Because it's a terrible feeling. So you just keep it to yourself because then you feel bad.
when you explode, when inevitably one day those emotions become too much for you to handle and you blow up, that bottle breaks. What then? Do you lie after that? Ghosty,
If I'm being honest.
it's not a burden to it's not a burden if you carry it together. You're not friends if you can't trust them. They're just people that wait in your life.
Well, it's not that I don't trust them. It's just, moreover, I don't know if they're ready to handle it. I don't know if I'm ready to handle it.
Right. Let me let you in on something. And you can't say I told. You can't tell anybody I told you this, okay?
Okay.
Zero, his entire family is hunting him down, trying to kill him. Because he literally was forced to marry somebody, and he didn't want that, so he tried his best to leave his planet. He was forced to fight, he was forced to kill, and for the most of his life he was bedridden because his family would barely feed him except for like once a day. Irene, she started off as a worm who burrowed inside of that body's head that you see to this day. Fritz, he's been here since the beginning of time. He's existed since the beginning of time, and his own nature caused him to kill and eat everybody around him. Old gods, celestials, his father, his mother, his family, and he was rejected by his family and cast down into the earth, where his power was stripped. He was torn to shreds and tortured in the underworld until he managed to escape, fatefully, because I allowed him to. He was tortured all the way up until 17 years ago, for eternity. Ghosty, you have lost your friends. You've lost your entire life, like that. You're not the only one with burdens. And it's sad. You think that these people can't handle them with you. They're all walking on nails. All of them. It's just yours look a little different. You're not alone. You never have been. And as long as you allow yourself, you never will be.
Never thought of it that way.
You're the only one standing in your own way. Maybe it's time to move. Those people that you loved, they'll never come back. But that doesn't mean that you have to stay there and stare at them to make sure that they won't leave. You can always visit. You can always stop by and check on them. Here, let me give you something. As the creator hands you a button.
Sorry, what?
What do you say?
What do you give me?
He gives you a button. It has a golden. It's like this little mechanical button, and it's got a golden press like little clicker on it. I want you to do something for me.
Yeah.
This button will take you to the good place. Heaven, essentially. My version of heaven. And you can only use it 3 times, but you can stay as long as you like. As long as it's under 2 days.
What would happen if I stayed more than 2 days?
I'll force you back. You won't have a choice.
Okay.
It's 2 days maximum. You can only use this 3 times. One time, the first time, will be used now, if you like. And the 2 other times, you can use them however you like. Phoenix and Lucas and Clover, they're in the good place. This choice is yours. This will be a symbolic way for you to move on from them. To get the closure that you need. That you might want. If closure is what you want. Because you never got to say goodbye.
Thank you.
Don't thank me. Use that button and thank yourself. Or choose what to do with that button and thank yourself. Think of it as a gift. What's on your mind now?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you said.
What's on your mind now?
Not much, honestly. Just I feel a little comforted knowing that at least when I'm ready, I can finally give that proper goodbye that I've been craving to give them.
You know, I wish I had that opportunity. I wish I had the ability to do that. I'm happy that you get it. He gives you a really genuine smile.
I give him a smile back. A few tears running down his face then. so sorry. I have to mute for a second. I will be right back.
I'm probably gonna go eat.